for the match game, Hollywood Squares, Hour, with from St. Elsewhere, Ed Begley Jr. Playmate of the Year, Shannon Sweet. Brett Travelina. Deidre Volk. Charles Nelson Riley. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman. Thanks very much. Welcome one and all to the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, a marriage of two of your favorite TV games. I'll be hosting the match game.
And a little bit later on, I'll be handling Hollywood Squares.
Do tell. Listen, we saved you a seat right on the aisle here. No smoking
Why
permitted
not?
on the aisle. And now, audience, would you join me? A brisk round of applause for our beautiful stars. Hello, stars. Hi, Dean. Hello, stars are out.
Good to see you, Gene.
On yesterday's Hollywood Squares, you were not called on one.
Not called on at all, but I know that'll change today.
Well, just for the heck of it, give us an answer.
Detroit and the Monroe Doctrine was enacted in 2854. I don't know.
Good. Thank you very much. Are you ready to have a go at it, Shannon? No. When I tell you, yes. Although we don't doubt it for 1 minute. All right. Now, let's have a brisk round of applause for Lisa Gold and Mary Suggs. Yeah. Hello. We want to find out about these ladies, so we'll begin with Lisa, and she'll tell us a little bit about herself, won't she?
Hi, Gene. I live in Santa Monica, California. I'm single. I'm an aspiring musical theater performer and hopefully Broadway bound.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What is your vocal range?
I have about a 3.5 octave range.
Good for you, Lisa. All right, good luck in that ambition. And here, too, Mary, tell us about you, please.
Hi, it's nice to be here. The most unusual thing about me is my voice. I'm currently a graduate student at Loyola Marymount University here in Los Angeles. I waitress in my spare time.
Yeah. Well, Mary, let me tell you something. You take a deep breath now
Okay.
and hyperventilate a little bit. Like that. Let's all hyperventilate together. All right. See, that'll calm you down. Get a little oxygen in, you're all right. And I must tell you something, Mary. The first thing you learn in show business, if you have any good teachers off, one must never, ever do the obvious joke. So not one person among these stars is going to say one word about your voice, Mary.
No.
Not a word.
Could we do a trio thing, Lisa and the girl there and I? Could we sing a song together? From Wizard of Oz?
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
No.
Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. And everywhere the way there was.
Thank you. All right. We're going to play the match game now. The object here is to match as many of the celebrities as you can. We'll play 3 rounds, and the contestant who has matched the most celebrities at the end of the game will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares. And Lisa, you won the toss. It means you go first. You want A or B?
I'd like A, please.
A it is for Lisa. In France, Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." In America, Ronald Reagan says, I don't do Ronald Reagan. Do you do Ronald Reagan?
Well, I certainly intend to see to it that, well, things are, well,
Mr. President.
come in.
I would be Marie Antoinette and you would be Ronald Reagan, okay?
Okay.
I say, let them eat cake.
And in America, Ronald Reagan says, let them eat.
Write something. Did you hear that, Lisa? Okay. Charles is the host emceeing a function immediately following this program. That's why he's all decked
I
out.
won't say anything about Mary's voice, but if I talk like her, it's because the waist on the tuxedo is 32 and I'm a 37.
Ready over here. Okay, Chuck, here we go. Ready or not?
No.
No? All right. Lisa. In France, Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake. In America, Ronald Reagan says, let them eat blank.
Dog food.
Let them eat dog food. Well, do you know which political party she's affiliated with?
I want to explain my Monroe Doctrine date. It wasn't 2854. I better not go into it. I better drop it right now. This is in this century, certainly. I'm in another century now, but I said, I'm sorry. I said cheese, the big cheese.
Let them eat cheese because he gave away all of that cheese. He did give away. All right, there's a little logic there. Don't worry about it, Ed.
Moving right along with another bum answer.
That's two bad ones in a row. Shannon?
Three.
Cheese. 2 cheeses, 1 steak. Want fries with the steak and cheese?
Please.
All right. Marie Antoinette said, let them eat cake. Ronald Reagan says, let them eat.
Well, considering I spent 14 years playing a character named Bowser, it's logical that I might have said dog food. However, I said something that I think is actually pretty good. Crumbs.
Let them eat crumbs.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Good.
Not a bad answer.
I'm telling you.
Nidra.
Crow.
Let them eat crow. Aha. Right. Nidra, you're okay, baby. That answer. Hey, tough act to follow, right?
Well, you know, whenever I just like to explain something, I'm 73, my hair is 26. When we have barbecues, we always let them eat hamburgers.
So, that's Lisa's.
Oh, jelly.
Now let's see what we have from... Yeah, no one said jelly beans.
Yeah,
Jelly.
Jelly beans.
The patient said, this hospital is beginning to worry me. I just found out the chief of surgery is Dr. Blank. Did you hear that, Mary? Okay. You thinking about it? Here we go. Ready, Chuck?
Yo.
Chuck's with the chick. Mary Suggs. Patient said this hospital is beginning to worry me. I just found out the chief of surgery is Dr.
Doolittle?
Dr. Doolittle. That would be cause for worry. Yeah. A lot of good responses here. Did you think of one, Ed?
I did. I thought of one. It's not Doolittle. It's Frankenstein.
That's a very good one. Very good.
Thank you.
I think we're going to have a lot of good ones. Doolittle's good.
Dr. No.
That's another good one.
Strange Love. I never thought of Doolittle, but I said Dr. No.
Dr. No. Strange Love is good. No is good. They're all good, really. John must have a good one, too. I just found out the chief of surgery is Dr.
Frankenstein.
Or Frankenstein. Great. As what? Remember? Nidra.
I'm the only one with the wrong answer.
Really?
Dr. Cutter. I know Dr. Cutter well.
That's your doctor?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's a surgeon.
Well, that's something.
Sounds like an old vaudeville routine to me.
Well, I didn't know if anybody would know him, but I...
All right. Fred?
Well, I thought like a few of these guys.
It's alive. It's alive.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay, there we go. So at the end of round 1, it's 0-0. Round 2 coming up in a moment or so. Please pay attention to this in the meantime. Round coming up, as you see, it's 0-0 right now. We'll go to the round 2, and since it is a tie, Mary, and she started last time, we'll ask you to start this time.
May I have a please?
Yes, you may. Here it is. Gloria said to Weird Willie, hey, what's that little square thing? And Willie said, that? Well, yesterday, just for fun, I stuck my blank in the trash compactor. Could you read that to you later? Yes. Can you read that again? No, you're going to read it right now, loud and clear.
Gloria said to Weird Willie, hey, what's that little square thing? And Willie said, that. Well, yesterday, just for fun, I stuck my blank in the trash compactor.
Not a very good reading, was it?
No, it wasn't.
On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 4, I'd say.
Did I call you, or?
No, don't call me. Leave a picture in a resume, yeah. That's very good. Excellent. All right, the upper tier is ready.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. And the lower tier is ready. So, Mary, here it is. Gloria said to Weird Willie, hey, what's that little square thing? And Willie said, well, yesterday, just for fun, I stuck my blank in the trash compactor.
I stuck my belly button.
That would be difficult, wouldn't it?
And that would hurt.
It hurt. I mean, how would you get it in there? I'm a pragmatist.
If it was an Audi, it was impossible, don't you think?
Yeah, if you have an Audi,
Yeah, but then it
Can't do it. Yes, all right.
here, Julie, had a...
All right, Ed. There's probably a million cutesy and suggestive answers to this question.
True.
I tried to win some money for somebody.
Right.
So I said the hand, the thing that was...
Hand, right. Very good. Square finger. End up with a square finger. It's okay. Charles?
I said nose, Uncle Jane.
Excellent. Square nose. It looks strange. Another nose from Shannon. All right. Willie said, well, yesterday, just for fun, I stuck my blank in a trash compactor.
Square finger.
Right. All right, Nidra.
No.
Nose it is. Good response, Fred.
But I said, actually, that he stuck something in there so that he get a little small square thing, and on it said, Match Game Hollywood Square. So he stuck his TV in the
TV in there. Came out a little square 1-inch tube. Now, Mary, you didn't score again. Let's see what Lisa does this time. A chance for her to forge ahead. Hey, have you seen the new Elizabeth Taylor doll?
No, Uncle Jane.
How new is it?
Yeah, well, here's what happened. You wind it up, and it gets blank. You wind it up, and it gets blank. All right, here we go, Lisa. The new Elizabeth Taylor doll, Lisa. You wind it up, and it gets blank.
Married.
Mary. That's one possibility.
That's one possibility. I want to make amends for the other things I've said about Liz. I said married, too. I should have said...
All right. That's one for her.
I said married and married and married and married and married.
Okay. Well, I guess we get the idea there, right? Shannon?
Well, I'm sorry, I wanted to say married, but it takes two dolls.
Oh, right.
Wind up the doll, what does, you know, just...
Right. And it gets married.
Got hungry.
And it gets hungry. Okay. Elizabeth Taylor doll, you wind it up, and it gets married, according to her.
And Lisa thought she couldn't score with this panel.
Right. Another one. Three for you, Lisa. Nidra.
Married.
Married. 4 for Lisa.
Also married.
Fred makes it 5. So, here we are at the end of round 2 with only one more round to go. She's ahead 5-0, and we'll see what happens with you later. Now, this for you, if you please. All right, this is a third and final round coming up here now, and as you can see, the score is 5-0. Would you step over here, sir? Bring those cards over here. You, sir, just step over here. Bring those. I've been in television a long time, and I worked with some two-card people who show up in blue jeans and V-neck sweaters, but I never had a two-card guy show up in a tuxedo.
That's why it takes so much.
Oh, really? Well, you look very elegant. Thank you. I want you to do it every week, okay? All the time.
Function of...
Thank you, Tim. All right, here we go to the third and final round. And Lisa, since you're ahead, you have to go first.
I'll take B, please.
All right. Let's see what we've got here. Only one person. Shannon. Miss Shannon. The fair laugh. With the gold. Get up. Yeah, thank you, Charles.
You know how hard it is in this tuxedo?
All right. Here we go.
Is there another game we can play like this?
Yes, there is. Tom Donald is really dumb. Angel. Instead of filling his new Japanese car with gasoline, he filled it with blank. It's easy for you because you didn't smile. Charles, you're going to have to give her an answer. Perfect. Perfect. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. Lisa, Tom Donald is really dumb. Instead of filling his new Japanese car with gasoline, he filled it with
Saki.
sake. All right. Shannon, it's show and tell time.
Why is it making me look stupid?
You're not stupid. Don't. Sake is her answer. So there she has all 6. Mary, the best you can do is achieve a tie, and you can do that by matching all of the celebrities in this round. Alice said, "I'll never go out with Oscar the Undertaker again. On our first date, he tried to blank me." Okay, Chuck, here we go, man. Alice said, "I'll never go out with Oscar the Undertaker again. On our first date, he tried to blank me."
Embalm me?
Embalm me. Embalm me, my sweet embalmable you.
Oh, that's a thick word.
I wanted to say bury me so bad, but I said embalm me.
Embalm. All right, Mary, you've got one. Giles?
I said Barry.
Barry, so that means Lisa wins the game. Come on down here, Lisa. Congratulations, you. Stand right here alongside me. We'll be doing a Hollywood Squares portion in a moment or so for the big money. Now we say goodbye to Mary Suggs. Some gifts coming your way. Many thanks for being here on the match game. Mary Suggs. There she goes. Now, Lisa, it's time to switch to Hollywood Squares. We're going to bring out 3 more celebrities. And I'm going to change places with the host of Hollywood Squares, John Bauman. And we've got lots more excitement coming your way, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Here we go.
A member of our studio winners will receive Quasar's new 13-inch portable television. Features custom-added tuning, high-tech styling, and a simulated walnut grain finish and super color system furnished by Quasar. And some of our defining contestants will receive Doan Branson electric broom with a new lightweight machine electric broom power, CNC motors, and a beater brush ready to beat out dirt. Heavyweight brick oven, black steel bakeware starter set, and carbonite finish that resists rusting, warping, chipping, or peeling. Brick oven bakeware, professional quality from serious test. Strawberry shortcake ride and fun by Headstone. 16-inch bite of strawberry shortcake too exclusively from Headstone. We put fun on wheels. Strong Congealed whiskey, fabulous food kitchen appliances, stirs, whips, mixes, blends, and even emulsifies. Best of all, it works without a cord. Clothing by Gobi. Share your special dealings with Care Bears Kids Wear. All the lovable Care Bears in soft, lovable style. Care Bears Kids Wear by Gobi. And now, it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Square. Our Wiz from Resettle Bay, Bonnie Earthbeck. Arsenio Hall. From Laverne and Shirley, Eddie Mecca. And taking over, the star of Hollywood Square, John Bauman. I will be right back, you two. And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Square. Thank you. Welcome to the second half of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. And I'm here with Lisa Gold, who has just won the match game contest, and 3 wonderful new celebrities, Arsenio, Eddie, and Bonnie. Hey, Eddie Mecca.
Oh, Mom.
Eddie Mecca, Big Red Goo. I found out that other than playing kind of greasers for a long time, you and I have something else in common. We both studied serious classical music and opera. You want to give us a few notes?
Okay, G.
Oh. Who wants to hear Eddie sing? Unfortunately, he broke 3 of our cameras with that. We'll have to start over in another studio. But on the other end of the spectrum, I have with me Lisa Gold. She's ready to take on the returning champion in the game of Hollywood Squares. Let's get into action. And getting into action means we say hello once again to Joseph Hunt, who has come back. He has returned, having already won $5,500, and he's going to go for some more today. Okay, how do you feel about everything so far, Joseph?
First time is a charm.
Okay. Joseph's talking about that he has yet to win the big money, but he still has accumulated $5,500 just for playing our regular games. Not bad. Okay, let's play Hollywood Squares, and we're going to play it until we hear the time's up bell. Now, whoever's ahead at that time is our winner, gets to go on to play Super Match for up to $30,000. Our first game is worth $100 plus $25 for every square that you capture. Our champion gets to start. That's you, Joseph. Pick a square, any square.
Fred Travelina, please.
Red. What have more men done? Walked on the moon or married Elizabeth Taylor?
Walked on the moon or married Elizabeth Taylor. It's close.
Walked on Elizabeth Taylor.
Close.
Not her day, is it?
I would say married Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay, Joseph, he says more men have married Elizabeth Taylor than walked on the moon. Agree or disagree for the first square?
I'm going to disagree.
More men have walked on the moon. You are right to disagree. You get the first square. Lisa Gold, pick a star for me.
Charles Nelson Riley.
Charles.
These are all my roommates. We got 9 of us in the
What a party.
So we're all together in this. It's wonderful.
Charles, if you wear a
clothes rack penned with a lot of leather on it.
if you wear a toupee every day, Charles.
I don't understand a word you're saying.
I was afraid this might get you. If you wear a toupee...
Why couldn't you pick her for that?
I'll rephrase this, Charles.
Okay.
If one wears a toupee every
All
day...
right, I wear a toupee. Go on.
If one wears a toupee every day, Charles, about how often should one have it cleaned? Once a week?
You're
Once
asking the wrong person.
Once a week, once a year, or never?
Well, I'm sort of... This is interesting.
Now, wait a minute. That hair is real.
Nothing got together. 9 years. No, it's
You
not
never
real.
told me you wore a toupee.
I do. I have to go out later. Once a day, once a year.
Once a week, once a year, or never? To clean your
I
toupee.
will go for my own personal knowledge, being a hygiene person, once a year.
Okay, this is Hay meets him in New
So
York.
if you let it go, it looks more real. If you take too much care of it, it doesn't look right.
Right.
So once a year.
Last time on this program.
This week, yes it is. Okay, Lisa, he says that you should clean your toupee once a year. Agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
The answer is once a week. You are right to disagree, and you get the square. And Charles' toupee. And $25. Joseph, make your move.
Who?
There's an excellent
I'll-
up there.
Okay, I'll go with Barney Urseth, please.
Bonnie Urseth.
Yes.
It's your honeymoon.
Ooh.
According to the Kama Sutra, for the first 3 days after your wedding, where should you sleep? On the floor, in the bathtub, or in a hammock?
Well, hold on a second. It must be the floor.
Okay, he says you should sleep on the floor. Agree or disagree, Joseph?
I'm going to disagree.
You should sleep on the floor. No, you should have agreed, and your opponent gets the square. Okay, it's a breakthrough for you, Lisa. Tell me where you'd like to move.
I'd like Gene Rayburn to win.
Gene Rayburn to win.
He's a winner.
Good. Gene, according to Dr. Joyce Brothers, if a man likes a woman with a large bosom and a small derriere, will he tend to be well-organized or disorganized?
Well, I would say that it indicates that she is a mother symbol to him, and in Freudian dynamics, obviously, it's a dependency need. And what was the question?
If a woman has a large bosom and a small derriere, right? And if a man likes that, is he well-organized or disorganized?
He's disorganized.
Okay, so he says that man is disorganized who likes that woman. Agree or disagree, Lisa?
I'll disagree.
He is well-organized. You're right to disagree, and you win the first game. Congratulations, Lisa. You have $175 to $25 for our returning champion. Okay, we'll be back to play our $200 game in just a minute. Stay with us, everybody.
Stay tuned for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. Now, back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. Our next game's going to be worth $200 to $25 for every square that you capture. The last game was won by Lisa. That means, Joseph, you get to start this one. Pick a star.
Bonnie or Seth, please.
Bonnie. According to a recent study by Playgirl magazine, do women's sexual fantasies more often include a male stranger or a famous person?
I think that's my last fantasy.
Well, tell us about it.
Why did you ask me?
Tell us a little about yourself.
Stranger.
Okay, so they more often include a male stranger rather than a famous person. Agree or disagree, Joseph?
I'm going to agree.
They often include a male stranger. That's right. You should agree, and you get the first square and $25. Yes, Fred?
As a former president of the United States, I disagree. I know a lot of women have fantasies about me out there. And you know all those tapes that are floating around? Well, there are tapes of me for hours on end. Hey, way to go, Fred.
Okay, Lisa, if you can still concentrate, pick a square.
I'd like Charles Nelson Riley again.
Mm-hmm. Charles.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of a stranger. It was August 1978, and she was a meter maid in Glendale.
Who has written more stage plays? William Shakespeare or Neil Simon?
That's close. That's a tough one, John. Neil Simon by about 2.
Who says that? Neil Simon's written more stage plays than William Shakespeare. Agree or disagree, Lisa?
I'll agree.
William Shakespeare has written more stage plays. You should have disagreed. Your opponent gets the square. Hey, John, the score is Neil Simon 37. William Shakespeare 37. Neil Simon 25. That's the score. Up to the minute.
Yes. I don't know if Fred told you, but we wrote a stage play. It's going to star Sylvester Stallone and Larry Holmes. It's called Getting My Speech Together and Taking It on the Road. We'd like to do a scene from it. Yeah, okay. They think they run at everything.
Okay, Joseph. Make your move.
Gene Rayburn to win, please.
Gene Rayburn to win. You're an average guy. If your wife is also average, whose heart beats faster, Gene? Yours or hers?
Let's see. Can I take a pulse, please? You say that's all you take?
Lucky. He'll take whatever he can get. Okay.
Physiologically, I believe the male pulse beats faster. That's why women live longer.
Okay, so you say that your pulse would be faster than your wife.
Yes.
Agree or disagree, Joseph, for the game?
I'm going to agree.
No, hers would be faster. If you disagree, your opponent gets the square and block. Okay, Lisa. Pick a star.
Fred Cavallino, please.
Fred. Who's in that square now? When the Reagans are alone, Fred.
Excuse me, run that by me?
Yes. When the Reagans are alone. What does Nancy call her husband? Is it Ronnie or Jelly Bean?
Well, all I can say is when we're alone, I call her Mommy, and she calls me Jelly Bean. That's why I like those little things on my desk. Makes me think of myself.
So Fred says when the Reagans are alone, Nancy calls Ronnie Jelly Bean.
I disagree.
She calls him Ronnie. You're right to disagree, and you get the square. Ronnie. Joseph, take a good look at the board and tell me where you'd like to go.
Needle bolt to block.
Uh-huh. If you miss this one, Lisa takes yet another game. Nidra.
Yes.
You have just murdered your husband.
And not a minute too soon.
You have just murdered your husband, and you want to dispose of his body in the world's deepest lake. Would you have to go to Siberia or to upstate New York?
Coast is New York.
I'm going to say, though, Siberia.
Okay, say this.
Siberia.
You want to say, you
Yeah, I
say,
was going to say
let me hear you say
Siberia.
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 You.
Joseph, she says that the world's deepest lake is in Siberia. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree.
The world's deepest lake is in Siberia. No, you should have agreed. Your opponent gets the square and wins another game. It's Lake Baikal over 1 mile deep. Okay, still got quite a lead. $250 to $75. We'll be back with another game. It's worth $300 in just a minute. Our defending champion could be on the ropes. He's only got $75, and Lisa has $450 so far. However, Joseph, you get to start this game. Pick a square.
Gene Rayburn, please.
Gene.
Again, into the breach.
In Czechoslovakia, the word Rus means Russian if it has a capital R. But with a small r, it's the name of what common household pet?
Rus.
Rus.
It's very close to Serbo-Croatian, a language that I happen to speak.
Would you care to give us a sampling?
You are laughing.
Yeah, as long as you put your foot in your...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I speak Serbo-Croatian? Yeah. Speak that Croatian. Right on. There are many cognates between Czech and Serbo-Croatian and Russian and so forth. I don't happen to recognize that one. Rus.
R-U-S, Rus.
Rus. I would say it means insect.
Okay. He says the common household pet is an insect. Agree or disagree, Joseph?
I'm going to disagree.
It is a cockroach. You are right to disagree, and you get the square.
I was just going to say it right.
Okay, Lisa, he's off to a pretty good start. Make your move for me.
I'll take Arsenio Hall, please.
Arsenio, who has a bigger brain, James Watt or your average bottle-nosed dolphin?
Is that really a question?
No, that's it.
That's the right guy, yeah. We can prove this, you know. It sounds funny, but James White has a big head, so I'm sure he... Oh, he did have a big cranial area, didn't he? But, I would say the dolphin. I'm going to go with Flipper to block.
Mr. Arsenio says that your average bottle-nosed dolphin has a bigger brain than James Watt. Agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
It is the bottle-nosed dolphin. Yeah, you should have agreed with Arsenio. Your opponent gets the square. Arsenio knows. Okay, Joseph, your move.
Ed Baker Jr. to win, please.
This could win you a $300 game. Ed, you're a pig.
I'll say. I'm hearing that a lot to say elsewhere, too, by the way. I don't know if you noticed.
You're a pig, and scientists are offering you alcoholic drinks. Are you more likely to become a lush or to remain a teetotaler? Well,
the little that I know about pigs, they seem to take just about anything they can get into their system. They're not very picky. I'd say they'd be very likely to become a lush.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay, Joseph. Ed says that a pig who's fed alcoholic drinks is probably going to become a lush. Do you agree or disagree for the game?
I'll agree.
It is become a lush. You are right to agree. You get the square and you win the game. My goodness, we have a flat-footed tie. $450 to $450. Let us clear the board and move on to the next game. Joseph, you won the last game. That means Lisa gets to start. Pick a square. Everyone's important now.
Bonnie Urseth, please.
Bonnie Urseth. According to New Woman magazine, Bonnie, if you just found out your husband is involved with another woman, To keep from losing him, should you stop having sex with him or surprise him with a sensuous activity you've never done before?
Well, if it were Cosmopolitan, I'd say the second one. Yes, New Woman magazine.
I don't think it does any good to stop having sex, so I'm going to say the second. Surprise him.
Okay, so Lisa says that you should surprise this guy with a sensuous activity you've never done before. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree.
You should stop having sex with him. No, you should have disagreed. Your opponent gets to clear in $25. Okay, Joseph, it's your move.
Ed Begley Jr., please.
Okay, let's take you here.
Okay, man.
Which sex is more likely to walk in their sleep, Ed?
I believe that's the men.
Okay. He says men are more likely to walk in their sleep. Agree or disagree, Joseph?
I'm going to disagree.
Men are more likely to walk in their sleep. You should have agreed, and Lisa gets the square. Time is up, and we have a flat-footed tie. $475 for Lisa, $475 for Joseph. Okay, a tie game. We have to clear the board, and we will play one more question. Joseph, you answered the last question. That means it is Lisa's turn at bat. Now, what you have to do here is pick a star for me. If you get this right, you will win the game. If you are wrong, Joseph wins. Which celebrity do you choose?
Gene Rayburn, please.
Gene.
Pressure is terrible. My blood pressure is going through the roof.
According to Playgirl, Gene, what woman has appeared on more magazine covers than anyone in the history of publishing?
According to Playgirl magazine, it was Shirley Temple.
Okay, Gene says that Shirley Temple has appeared on more magazine covers than anyone in the history of publishing. For the game, Lisa, agree or disagree?
I disagree.
The answer is Princess Diana. You are right to disagree, and you win the game. Congratulations, Lisa Gold. You are our new champion. This is your first chance to go over there with Gene Rayburn and get set for your shot at the big money. Nice going. Joseph, we do have to say goodbye to you, Joseph Hunt. You're a fabulous player. You're leaving here with $5,975. Very good. And you're leaving here with our thanks for being so good on Match Game Hollywood Series. Thank you. Attaboy. Thank you all. And now, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, John. So long, Joseph. All right, congratulations here to Lisa. We'll be back with all 9 celebrities and a go at the big money right after this. The super match is Gene Rayburn. Thank you very much, Gene. Congratulations to Lisa once again. It's time now, Lisa, for the big money super match where you can win up to $30,000. Shall we?
Yes.
All right. We polled a recent studio audience and got their best response to this blank check. Now, the top answer is worth $1,000. Second most popular, $500. And the third, you did it again. You didn't before I said the money. The third is $250. And any of the 3 of the 9 celebrities can be called on to give you an assist here in filling in that blank. Whom do you want to call on first?
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio, you have an answer. Yeah. Rubber check. Rubber check. All right.
Okay, Fred Savalino.
Canceled check. Canceled check. 2.
Eddie Mecca.
Rain check. Rain check. Oh, we have Arsenio. Rubber check, cancel check, and rain check. Now, you may choose one of those, or you may create one of your own. What would you like to do?
I'll take rain check.
You want rain check, all right? Yeah. That's the one that Ed gave you. Let's find out if rain check is up there, and if so, where. May we see the $250 response, please? Paycheck is there. No one gave you that, but that's not bad. The $500 response says bed check. Bed check. Did you say that? Yes, you can say that. Right. Somebody did. All right, last chance for her answer. Here we go. Blank check. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. You didn't match any of the answers on the board, but because you are a champion, we're going to stake it $100 to play our head-to-head match, okay? Now, you've got the 100. You're going to play the head-to-head match with any star you pick. And each star has in front of him a hidden number, a 10, a 20, or a 30. And if you pick a star with a 10, we'll multiply your money by a 10. And if you pick a star with a 20, we'll multiply your money by a 20. And there's one star up there with a 30. And if you pick that one, you'll play for 30 times $100. Okay? Time to make your pick.
Ed Begley Jr.
All right, Ed, here we go. He wants you to reveal your hidden number. Go. A 20. All right, 20 times $100. That means you're playing the head-to-head for $2,000. Ooh. And if you're set, here we go. You're going to face me, Ed. Ready? Pork blank. P-O-R-K blank. Well, he's all finished. Your job is to match him. How do you fill in that blank? Pork?
Chop.
Pork chop. All right, let's find out what he has to say. What do you say, Ed Begley?
And this is for the 20.
This is...
Chop, of course, chop.
You may kiss him on the lips for $2,000. All right. He's got a total of $2,600. Congratulations to you. We'll be back in a moment. First, these messages.
If you would like to be a contestant on the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, just send the postcard to contestant. The Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
All right, now, I know we're all very curious to see which celebrity had the big 3-0. So, John, you want to step over and do the reveal with all of them? Ready, set, go. Who had it? 10, 20. Charles! Charles Nelson. Charles had it. The big 3-0 there. John, I know you want to join me in thanking these beautiful people. We hope all of you will deign to come back again another time, right, Gene?
Please, stay right there.
Thank you all. That ends today's session of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. We'll be back Monday with our champion and all 9 celebrities. I'll be here for the Match Game.
I'll be here for the Hollywood Squares.
Hold on with the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Goodbye.
So long.
A member of our studio audience will receive a Roper Easy Touch microwave oven featuring computerized cooking with 3 memory levels to let you automatically program exactly the right temperature, hour, and cooking time for any food furnished by Roper. And some of our departed contestants will receive Super Seal food savers at stores everywhere. Independent Test show Super Seal. Keep food prices and more expensive home party brands. Save money by Super Seal. Post 40% brand flakes. If you want better tasting fibers, post the best tasting 40% brand flakes. Chico's Bang, unique natural food, presents the imported Japanese organic Tamari style curry sauce and nutritious rice cake only from Chico's Bang rice cake people. Equal is a revolutionary low-calorie treatment with a natural taste of sugar, no saccharine, no bitter aftertaste, furnished by Equal. Sandwich made slices, use sandwich made in all your recipes. To call for American cheese with hot left and American cheese too. Because an answer was called out, a Hollywood Squares question was replaced. Due to a scoring error, the program was edited. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. A Mark Goodson television production.